watch your back from perpetrators. My game's strong and my range roll. I got the blackjack juice and my racks off the roof, and you see the SUV rolling up.
Yes, we finally made it to our Fairfield Inn & Suites by Marriott in usually sunny Fort Myers, Florida. Today it's a little overcast, but rain is necessary. Come on inside, let me show you around. Always remember, safety first. Pause. Alright guys, just like any game, there are rules in the real estate game. Real estate is unique in that it has a tangible bricks and mortars component to it that innately quantifies the value. For example, location, asset class, and the overall condition it's in. There are 6 different major asset classes: single family, multifamily, retail, office, industrial, and hotel. Today we are covering hotels. Now, the marginal costs are very high, meaning there is a large upfront cost in order to be a player in the game. And due to that, most, if not all players, want to leverage in the form of debt in order to not only maximize the return on investment, but to stretch every single dollar to its maximum potential. We call this loan to value and loan to cost. The typical hotel, including my hotels, have a 65% loan to value, meaning that 65% is borrowed in the form of debt, and 35% is actual equity invested into the property, meaning cash money. This is a very low loan to value because hotels are risky. You must remember that hotels are an operating business and the value directly correlates from the revenues that it generates. So historically, hotels have been revered as the most sophisticated and difficult asset class due to the high risk and complexity of the industry. Here are some of the many forms of debt in the market: conventional loans, hard money loans, bridge loans, mezzanine loans, agency loans, and SBA. Now that's another topic all in itself, but getting back to it, hotel real estate is typically a long-term, illiquid game, as the typical holding period ranges anywhere from 3 to 10 years. You heard it, 3 to 10 years, and you can't instantly pull your money out like the stock market. So do yourself a favor and work your way up from single family to multifamily before getting into hotels. There are levels to this game. In order to truly be a player in the game, you must secure your equity first, your cash. Securing that 20 to 35% equity paired with a good balance sheet and a good credit score will allow you to get into the game. Now, there are several sources of equity. You've got friends and family, high net worth investors, angel investors, venture capital, institutional capital, private equity, and preferred equity. But there is no simple formula for raising capital, and it is a continuous, never-ending process of networking and building relationships. And the key word being building relationships. Now, get out there and roll those dice. Play. Look who it is. It's Augustus, my Director of Capital Markets. Augustus, how are you, my friend?
Doing well.
Listen, I'm going to hand this off to Gus. I got some work to do, so I'll see you guys later. Good luck, buddy.
That's great. Well, guys, welcome. This is the Fairfield Inn & Suites. We are located in Fort Myers and equidistance between the airport and the beach. This is a 3-story structure with 100 keys and painstaking $3.5 million renovation. And if you'd like to come with me and show you some of the spaces. We're starting here with the kitchen, and during this time, during the pandemic time, we actually are not functioning, but we do have the option of taking away breakfast and being able to give some people the normalcy that we normally would have. If you'd like to follow me down the hall, show you some of the spaces. And over here we've got our fitness center, which will enable you guys to get up off your asses and finally get back to doing some exercise. And next door to that, we have our meeting spaces. We've got a 1,000 square foot room here, able to seat about 30 or 35 people. Perfect for training sessions or large meetings. One of the demand drivers here is for business, and we are able to suffice quite a few people here. And if you'd like to come with me, we'll show you some of the rooms. in our Fairfield Inn and Suites. This is part of a $3.5 million renovation that Jonathan did over several years. Jonathan is one of the hardest working people I've ever met, and also happens to be an architect. During the entire process, he managed to be here every single week and managed to do a lot of the work as well. And this guest room is a great example of what you can do with a little bit of money and a lot of vision.
It's not always sunshine and rainbows, but we're trying our best to keep the lights on. We've implemented strict protective measures and we are meticulously following our cleaning guidelines. As you can see, hotels have been severely impacted by this pandemic and the state of hospitality has been absolutely crippled. I'm reminded more than ever that hospitality is a labor of love and passion to pursue the happiness of others. One thing I've learned the hard way is to surround yourself with good positive influences. Focus on building your relationships. This is not a sprint but a marathon. Work together, collaborate, and never forget that the greatest opportunities occur in the absolute worst times. Join us on our next episode as we continue our road trip to New Orleans, Louisiana.
Doesn't that cloud kind of look like the Marshmallow Man?
Oh yeah, it does.